Now that you've installed PhoneBurner and you've done your first test dial session using PhoneBurner, there's another setting we need to talk about. And I want to dig into those details right now with you. So if you remember, if you think back to when you did that first test dial session, you selected some records, whether they were contacts or leads or whatever that might be, right? You selected those records and you clicked the button to begin the dial session. And when you did that, during that flow, during that process, you would have been asked to allow or deny PhoneBurner to access your Salesforce account. Now, obviously, in order to do the dial session, you would have had to have clicked allow, like this. So I've now granted access to PhoneBurner to access my Salesforce account, right? So you would have gone through that process to start that dial session. Now, the problem is the standard user and other profiles are not going to be able to grant access. They're not going to be able to click allow without you making a change to the settings as an admin. Let me show you what it's going to look like for an average user when they go and do that. So this is a user that signed in as a standard account profile. So when they click on this, they're going to see an OAuth error. It's just a generic OAuth error because they don't have permission by you, the admin, in order to grant access to PhoneBurner to access their Salesforce account. So we need to make that available to them. So let's go ahead and move this stuff off the screen here. Let's go back to your admin account. We're going to click on the gear in the upper right and we're going to go to Setup. From here, over on the left-hand side, we're going to click on the Quick Find, and we're going to type in connected or connect or whatever you want, but you need to get to connected Apps OAuth Usage. When you go there, you're going to see PhoneBurner listed here with a user count of 1. That's you, the admin. Now, of course, if you have other team members that have already done dial sessions and they're admins as well, that user count may be higher. But until you do your first test dial session, this option will not show up. And so you need to make sure you do that first test dial session to get the PhoneBurner option to show up as a connected app in the OAuth usage section. Once PhoneBurner is listed there, you'll be able to click on this install button. Go ahead and install this. My recommendation would be to leave all of these settings as is, but of course you need to work with your security team to make sure that you're okay with all of these settings. But now that we've done that, now that we've enabled that or installed that, now all of our other users, our standard profile users, they should be able to start a dial session and grant permission. So here you can see I can now click allow. And the standard user can now start a dial session. So anyway, as a recap, you as an admin signed into Salesforce with an admin profile will need to do a dial session to grant access, to allow PhoneBurner to connect to Salesforce. Once you've done that, then you can go to the Connected Apps OAuth Usage section within the setup. You'll see PhoneBurner listed as a connected app, and you'll click on the install button and install PhoneBurner as a connected app. As you see now, mine shows uninstall, and I have a user count of 2, right? Because I have connected via the admin account, and I've also connected via that standard user account. So anyway, that's a quick little overview of how you can ensure that all of your users are able to allow PhoneBurner to connect to Salesforce so that they can do their dial sessions. Thanks for taking a moment to watch this video, and happy dialing.